Welcome to the Lou News Network. We hope we can help clear your brain for a few minutes, and then it will be time for reality to once again set in. So, here is our latest episode of The Odd, the Insane, and We Think the Truth.
Today we are going to share some ghost stories that you can pass around the campfire this summer. If they scare your friends or family enough to make them run for the loo, make sure you have enough loo paper on hand. But first I want to pass on a tip that could make you some serious money. Keep an eye out for any odd-looking typewriters. A man paid $114 for what most of the flea market thought was a cool-looking typewriter. Turns out it was a World War II Enigma machine, and he sold it for over $50,000. How's that for a good day's investment? So back to the ghost stories. Late at night in Ashland, Oregon, there is a duck pond that gives off a strange light and then it disappears. The locals say it is the ghost of a girl who was murdered at the pond in 1875. And then we have the ghost of American Indian warriors on horseback that have been seen, and if they spot you, you are then compelled to duck the ghost arrow shot at you. Beware your trips to Anthem, Arizona. There was a movie made about Lizzie Borden, who murdered her parents with an axe back in 1892. Some say there is a ghost, and the question is it her parents or Lizzie? Others say no, it is the ghost of the family cat that is friendly, and likes to rub up against tourists' legs, and sit in their laps. If you hear a purr, and see no cat, I would suggest you leave the Borden house immediately. Here is a story that the writer says is true. Sometime in the 1940s, there was a young man courting a young woman near Oxford, Ohio. This area is reported to be one of the most haunted places in America. As the story goes, the woman's parents did not approve of the young man, so the two would meet in secret after dark on Milford Road. The young woman would sneak out of the house and flash her parents' car lights 3 times as a signal all was clear for the young man to come see her. After he got the signal, he would ride his motorcycle down the road to meet his lover. One night, he took a corner too fast and crashed. The young man died at the scene, and now is reported to be a ghost rider on that road. A writer by the name of Culp decided to take his wife and a friend out to see if there was any truth to this ghost story. They parked near the stated site, killed the engine, and flashed their car lights 3 times. Out of the dark, a single light came charging right at them. Fearing a head-on collision, Culp turned on his lights and the single light disappeared. Culp's wife was freaking as the single light came very close and then suddenly disappeared. Was it the ghost of the young man? If only we could talk to ghosts. I have a questions for our listeners. If you could talk to a ghost, what would you say? On your next camping trip, we hope you share these stories with your group. After you do, ask if anyone has a ghost story of their own. Be sure to wait until it is dark outside, and find out who in your family or group is afraid of ghosts. The good news is that we have no reports of anyone ever being harmed by a ghost. But, if you ever see one, ask them to hang out and have a conversation. If someone sees you talking to yourself, well, we here at Lou News do disclaim we asked you to talk to a ghost. Until next time, may all your Lou visits be ghost-free.
And remember, never ask a barber if he thinks you need a haircut.